All right, broski, we're doing another video on Jason Blaha. What equipment do we need to maximize gains? Let's review this video.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about understanding that you don't really need that much equipment to maximize results. Now, before I chime in with this, you're going to get people who will say, well, yeah.
See, I told you, man. He even said it with Klein Demi. Oh, it's mostly sarcoplasmic fluid glycogen in the muscles. Yeah, because she's not by. You guys are not bypass. Your guys are not exceeding that breakdown in protein, and you have to bypass myonuclear domain to get that satellite cell to donate its nuclei to support further muscle growth. And that is a technique which none of you people are doing. That isn't lifting a heavy weight.
Look at street lifting and all this, but guys, without any free weights.
Yeah, you could put on a lot of weight and get fat. All of you could do that. Go eat your herbivore diet and go eat maybe a steak or something. But that steak ain't going to get you over the myonuclear domain size limit. You still have to get over that. And here's another problem. Now, the best is when people are saying, well, I'm getting damaged. Ain't I getting damaged in the gym? Like, I walk by these people and I'm like, I guess they're confused. They don't know that there's different kinds of damages to muscle. There's micro damages, and then there's hypoxia and oxidative damage to muscles. So which damage are you opting for? I don't know. An inflammatory response, but being specific for inflammation, that could be damaging. They used to think that lactic acid was damaging. I don't know. They say it's a fuel source. I don't know that for sure. They're not exactly 100% sure what that lactic acid is doing in your body. You understand me? It's not there. It's not present normally. It only appears, and listen to the word acid, lactic acid. It only appears when you're doing strenuous workouts, this lactic acid. Could that be a good thing? You understand me? No, I don't see it as a fuel source. I see it as a bad thing. Lactic acid is bad. It's a buildup of an acid in your muscle. That's why you have to periodically stop lifting so you could constantly drain it out. See what I mean? What do you think is causing that inflammatory response after your workout? Why are you inflamed when you leave the gym? What do you think that is? Do you think that's a good thing? And then coming in constantly inflaming your muscles like this guy. Do you think that's healthy for you to do that? That's a healthy sport, huh? So healthy that it'll age you, accelerate aging and everything, destroy your body, hypoxia, all this kind of stuff, shit that you're doing to yourself. This is health. Huh?
You're going to struggle with leg development, okay? You're actually going to struggle with low back development, so I'm not going to agree with all that, all right? I'm not going to agree with that. But
yeah, this is great for your back if your back is getting worse. You know, your discs, they start drying out over time. They dry out. The whole purpose is to keep them healthy by eating really well, high nutrient diet, so over time they don't dry out and become brittle or messed up. That's why older people, you notice, they're not flexible anymore. The flexibility goes because it goes. How do you get them to become better? Well, butter is one way. They say butter is really great. It's really good for joints. Animal fat is really good for joints. I think people misconstrued, oh, well, I gotta get high cholesterol, I gotta get this and that from eating animal fat. No, man. It is extremely good for your joints, these animal fats, because they lubricate it. They keep them nice, plush. They are made from they're cartilage.
that does raise a valid point. Body weight exercises worked into a strength and resistance training program can produce phenomenal results.
I say people that are on vegan diets, this just be if it's pure vegan because they're liars. Pure vegan, they definitely would be diminished at this point lifting because now your body's looking for resources everywhere.
Right?
Yeah.
They can produce phenomenal results, and I think that they should be part of an overall balance program. They should be part of it. But, if we really look at what is the basics that we need, what would I look at and say, hey, you've got enough stuff to get phenomenal results from those people, if they're willing to do, the right exercises. Well, look at the stuff I'm doing just in this video here. You see me doing some deficit deadlifts.
What exactly is he doing there? Nothing. Pumping glycogen in his muscle and getting an inflammatory response. That's about it.
Some back squats, Olympic squats in it.
And can you imagine? Look at him walking around so proud, beholding like a bunch of fake muscle. And he doesn't even have that much. It's very little. He's small. He's tiny. He's got like 12-inch arms. Pumped maybe 13 if he's lucky. He's a little guy. I don't understand this, man. Every time I watch these videos, I gotta laugh at Jason Blaha.
Pull-ups, bench press, and incline bench. So far, that's all body weight. Barbell rows.
He's so ordinary with the dad bod.
Should bend over rows technically. All right, and before we get into the smaller stuff, and do you really need much for smaller stuff? But just take those movements.
No, you don't need a lot of equipment to create these fake inflammatory muscles or draw glycogen in the muscle. You don't even need to lift heavy to draw glycogen. It's all show. These crazy bodybuilders and powerlifters, I'm building a muscle. Yeah, you are building a muscle, glycogen. In fact, like I said before, if people are telling you you are building a muscle in a gym, you're building a muscle, literally lifting that weight. How is that weight building you a muscle? Well, the weight itself is not building it. It's the glycogen that you ate that'll be drawn into the muscle, and now you built a fake artificial muscle. Yeah, cool, eh?
Alone. Couldn't people pretty effectively build a base with those things? Hey, if you got a pull-up bar, you can do hanging leg raises on it too. Great. Element you want. But you can get pretty far with that. And, well, how strong are you? I mean,
Chronic lifting is great for even destroying your joints over time. Yeah. You will get old at some point. This may be all fun in the beginning, but you're not thinking about the long term. You are going to live quite long, all of you. So you definitely want to keep your body working well. You don't want it fucking messed up. It's like a beautiful car you have. You spent a lot of money on it. You want to take care of it. You don't want it to just fall apart. It could be a collector's down the line. I don't know.
To the point where, I guess if you're repping 300 pounds on the incline, maybe you should drop $100 on a better incline bench.
See, that's the most he ever does in his bench presses. It's 245-pound plates. It's nothing.
But again, it's flat bench, incline bench, pull-ups, bent over row.
I told you, this is lifting hell. He's consistently lifting the same weights day in and day out of his garage. He even lifts at night. You can see he closes the garage. He's lifting there. He's lifting in the night time.
That's a lot of stuff. And how many ankles have we worked? Okay? Especially people like me, long-headed triceps lagging. That's not a bad deal. Of course, I've got a little easy curl bar there for my extensions, but you could...
Got a bigger weight this time. He increased it slightly.
You could technically use a straight bar. It's a little harder to set up. The little shorter bar is just easier to get into a lot of positions.
It's like, the repeated bout effect. This is repeated bout effect. If you want change, then you have to do something else. But he just does the same stuff repetitively, over and over and over again. How could that do anything for you? He may be getting, yes, for sure, a thermogenic effect to keep his body fat down, because I don't know what the hell he's eating, man. So, yeah, I don't know, just a waste.
Right. So you're not having to get it out of a rack and do your extensions out of a rack or any of that. But you can if you need to, easily doable. I almost feel like I need to do some of that just to show that it can be done at this point.
These city people, they're all sick. People on farms in the country, they work physically hard. I guess in the city, people are so weak and they don't work. So They go to this place, they put this word on there, it's called the gym, and they all go there to the gym to exercise their bodies because they don't work. They're in offices all day, in the office sitting down. Even sitting down could be unhealthy. That's why you get these office people now. They have standing desks. They want to stand up because, again, gravitational loading. Yeah, you're sitting there. There's kind of an unloading all the time. If you're laying down too much, or these people like couch potatoes, there's a gravitational unloading. It is a lot more healthier to walk than to ride a bike and to be standing, you understand me, than sitting all the time or laying down on your back. But you can't avoid laying down on your back at night because you have to sleep and you have a tendency to sit around a lot. So, yeah, there's a lot of gravitational unloading all the time there.
But I have my easy bar, so I don't bother. But yeah, the 45-pound plates, even if you don't have dumbbells.
Boy, man, he looks so like, oh, yes, put effort in there.
Now, granted, you probably have dumbbells in your box gym. But here's extensions of doing some barbell curls. Yes, back squats. All right, so here's my point.
Well, those box jumps are cute, man, for young people. Doing box jumps, they kind of help jumping.
For most people,
Okay, this thing froze. I don't know what happened.
so, there's other stuff we could do, guys. A lot of other stuff we could do. Do good mornings, glute bridges, RDLs. Right? We don't have to have all that equipment.
What are these, 10-pound curls? Okay. See how ordinary Blaha looks? Look, take a good look at him. He's sarcopenic. This is sarcopenia is when your arms get skinny and your legs get skinny. And then you just have a big body in there in between. Yeah. That's why nobody watches him anymore, man. And 113K. See what I mean?
It's nice to have. But is it necessary? Can a person reach a high level without it? Of course. And you can do it with nothing but free weights and body weight stuff. Machines, cables, all those things are purely optional. And I feel like people almost act like if they don't have them, they're shortchanged.
You could do it with any machine, build these fake inflammatory muscles and get sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. It's easy. Any cable machine, even rubber bands, depending, right? Fucking rubber bands are shitty. But anything free. That's why why are people like, oh, I get more out of free weight. No, you're just getting better at lifting free weights than doing cable. They're like, why you shouldn't do cable? I'll get better gains doing free weight. No, you get the same fake gains, sarcoplasmic, doing whether it's cable or doing free weights. It's bullshit.
Changed in some way. You're really not. No one's. Do you see where we're going with this? You can't even blame the stuff they took.
He's really good at lifting these things. They're amazing, Jason. I gotta give you a thumbs up.
That's why, because all their competitors,
Yeah.
she was throwing body weight stuff into, and I don't like that term functional, because it gets played over to doing nonsense.
That's what it is, functional. Most of the people are doing for some things for functionality. I don't know, man. That's just fitness. To be good at doing certain things, body weight, movements, you're getting good at doing that. See what I mean? Is powerlifting a carryover to body weight exercise? No, it isn't. You have to get good at doing body weight stuff. Calisthenics? No. You have to do calisthenics, not the same movement. Your body has to calibrate itself at some point doing that. See what I mean? It calibrates. It's like first time you come in the gym, you get these micro injuries, you get these DOMs, whatever, and then you never get them again. Rarely. You may once in a blue moon get something that you're unaccustomed to doing in that gym. But again, people disassociate these DOMs. They're like, they associate it with something being bad and they don't know what it is. And yeah, and then they end up even losing muscle sometimes. Some do, some don't, some do. I mean, depending if it comes on a second or a third time or whatever. The first time, definitely, you will get these gains from that. That's calibrating you to be good at whatever you're doing there. See what I mean? So yeah, it's calibration. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Helps the algorithm, broski. Yeah. Jason Blaha. Do you need, what equipment do you need to maximize gains? You don't need a lot of equipment. Hell, you could just do everything with dumbbells and you'll achieve the same thing. Eating bowls of potatoes, you could create these fake muscles. They're so easy, sarcoplasmic. And then you too could look like an open bodybuilder with fake muscles. Yeah, eating an artificial diet, creating artificial muscles. See you in the next one. Ciao, man.
That's almost balancing one leg on the Bosu ball, you know. Look, if you can squat 500 pounds ass to grass and you can do 20 pull-ups, you're functional. But notice the movements I said I didn't say